Hi there, welcome to I'll Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Capricorn energy. And for this round, we're just going to ask what the topic of conversation is, what wants to be talked about, and then we'll expand upon it from there. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Dreamer, kind of like the Fool card, and the Three of Cups. I'm kind of using a deck I don't use that much. It was maybe a mistake. We'll see. The Moon and the Three of Wands, having a dream. So what wants to be talked about today? The Eight of Swords can be talking about being kind of caught up in your head, being defensive. So we can have fears and defensive of kind of like going on a new journey in life. So we could be tempted to keep repeating an old pattern where we keep staying up in our head and being defensive. I'll just stay here. I'll keep doing this. But creative, inspired, intuitive energy of like high vibe energy and within ourself. And the Four of Cups wants us to take that cup of higher love, give ourselves the things that we wish other people would have given us. We could know some people in our life who seem to be in a mental prison and defensive, to listening to their intuition and believing in their dreams and aligning with their more hopeful, believing, loving nature, and they might choose to live more from their mind than their heart, possibly defend being more about themselves, making life more about themselves, or caught up more in these things of the world instead of being motivated and inspired to connect in with their emotional nature, their intuition nature, their loving nature. And we can be sad in the Four of Cups that those people aren't moving forward with us. The Moon can be about being willing to step out of your comfort zone and move forward into unknown territory where you do have to let love and intuition guide you. And that's why some people don't move forward in that way. I like to stay, the opposite of the Moon would be the Sun. I want to stay where I know how everything works here. No surprises here. It's just that if we keep living our life in a way where it's in our comfort zone, we know how everything works there, we're never facing our fears, which is also what the Moon can talk about, and kind of pursuing our dreams and growing to our full potential and being more bold and brave and confident. But we have to accept that some people in our life will maybe never be willing to have more hope and faith and belief, to live their life any differently than they do. And if our intuition is calling us to move forward in life differently, because if we keep repeating an old pattern, it becomes like stagnant and stale and dead. There's nothing new to learn there. It's not growing us or maturing us. And some people do listen to their intuition. And it's like, I'm kind of ready to move forward in life differently. I'm going to face some of my fears and insecurities. And I'm going to take that cup of love to believe in myself. And I'm going to listen to my intuition about the fact that I feel like it's time for me maybe to spread my wings and fly. And as we do that, there will be other people who will move forward with us in the same energy because they're in a mental prison and maybe feeling hurt and wounded, because why would we keep repeating a pattern over and over and over? Probably because of fear. And if we keep staying in it, it kind of has us up in a mental prison and defensive about why am I not moving forward? And then people could take this inspired action to work through those issues, to love and believe in themselves. So just like you're moving forward like this, there will be other people probably in your life or in the world at large at any given moment at time that will be moving forward with you in this way. And there'll be some people who don't, because we all move forward in life and are willing to kind of face our fears. And when we're kind of motivated and inspired and feel more bold and brave and confident, we will. So keep trusting your intuition and believe that, God's working on other people. God's always trying to, Everybody has the seeds planted within them in our dualistic nature of free will. Everyone has the seeds of their more creative, inspired, intuitive nature, but people can resist it for a long time. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that. But eventually it can kind of become overwhelming for people, and eventually they could realize, I'm being foolish, I'm being immature, I'm being stubborn. The things I keep doing aren't really working out the way I want anyway, so why am I not willing to move forward in life differently? And then they kind of might do that work to free themselves and move forward in the world just like you're moving forward in the world. So, I think as a conversation topic, it's just letting you know that this is the truth of how things work in the world. Let's ask, why do some people right now, some of the people in your life, why do they keep repeating a past pattern? Why don't they take that cup of love to listen to their intuition and believe in their dreams? Because of the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands, and it's because of the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it requires us to go with the flow. We were all given our intuition and our creative, inspired nature. But some people think, I don't have to. The Queen of Wands would be like listening to your more creative, inspired, intuitive nature. The queens can talk about how we think and feel. Living our more authentic life. Doing the things that we really love that motivate and inspire us from love. Aligned with our dreams and the things that would really light us up, right? But some people, that can be kind of like the Nine of Wands is kind of like a dream they have. But the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles are both Virgo energy. And right now, some people are more aligned with their more worldly nature. And they keep thinking they can kind of manifest their dreams into reality, maybe ignoring their intuition and their more creative, inspired, authentic nature, and just keep working with these things of the world and from this more worldly viewpoint, and they're pretty sure they're going to be happy. But they're kind of investing in their more shadowy Leo nature and Capricorn energy of ego. And when we do that, we have some hard lessons to learn in life. But if we're still defensive to listening to our intuition, still defensive of loving and believing in ourselves, still let our ego, our fear, our worldly nature manipulate us, let other people in our life manipulate us, they're going to keep putting work and effort into what their truth is, and probably what they think is just and fair at this point in their life, and maybe what makes them feel stable and grounded at this point in time. And for some of them, the truth is they haven't picked a path yet. They kind of juggle and go back and forth. Like, well, I'm not sure if I really believe in love, or if I want to do love and let that be the deciding factor, or listen to my intuition, or maybe I think I'm like the boss and, I can do what I want and things will work out the way I want. And I just think they have some hard lessons to learn. But if there's other people in their life that they could want to be in a relationship with, they're not willing to listen to their intuition, or they're in a relationship with someone else. They're right now not wanting to listen to their judgment is kind of being clouded, because the truth sets us free to live our more authentic nature in a way. And they're being kind of manipulated by their worldly nature. So then they're kind of investing their time, energy, and effort into other people who are kind of on that same page as them. And so long as they don't want to see the truth that they're kind of operating from pride or ego or fear or codependency or materialism or indulgence, or see the truth that the people that they're wanting to be in a relationship with or are in a relationship with are in a relationship with them for those reasons until they see the truth of it. And it could just be that they're more codependent, and until they learn to go through this life experience, because they could be in relationships with people that have them in a mental prison and they're feeling defensive to those people, but they're still unwilling to listen to their intuition to become independent of their own ego, shadow nature, and other people in their life. And until they're willing to become more independent and like love themselves, they could still be of a mindset where they're trying to get people who have certain traits, qualities, or characteristics to love them and validate their worth and value, instead of them learning to love themselves. And until they learn to love themselves, they're going to keep repeating that pattern. So high vibe energy is saying, the moon can be, people have stuff buried in their subconscious, some past pain and heartbreak and stuff that they need to work through. And as long as they have those issues kind of within them that they haven't dealt with, it does block their intuition. And we have to see the truth of it. We can't make other people see the truth. So we keep taking action to believe in our dreams. And our dreams can only come into reality with people who are on the same page as us. So trust that the divine has a plan for our life. And what is the Three of Wands, the dream that you're working to bring into reality? Okay. We have the moon. Three cards not showing themselves, and the reason they came out is because of the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. You've learned to listen to your intuition because you did get in relationships with other people before that you thought would be just and fair, that you thought saw the truth. But what they think is just and fair in a relationship, or what drives and motivates them, is different than how you view life. And though you can love people, you can feel they broke your heart, and they maybe did, but they're just not on the same page as you, and it's to see the truth of it. People who've learned lessons in life to treat other people the way they like to be treated and be more just and fair and act with character and integrity and have healed and are more independent would probably have moved forward with you in a relationship. But not everybody has done that work. Some people were just creating an illusion, or they do have a lot of fears and insecurities, or they really are more about themselves, and we didn't know it. So keep listening to your intuition about the people in your life and who are the people who seem to be more aligned with high vibe Cancer, Libra energy, aligned with truth and love and justice and fairness, and who are the people who try to create the illusion of being those types of people, but they live more from their mind than their heart, and they use their emotions manipulatively. And you want to be in relationships with people who listen to their intuition and love to guide them, who maintain balance within themselves and are just and fair people. And people who reject harnessing these energies in a more shadowy way. The Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups, which can be people who are caught up in the illusion, because the Ten of Cups is Pisces energy, which can be people who think, I'll be happy making my life maybe more about money and materialism and status and image, or being about myself, and repeating these old patterns is what the Six of Cups can talk about. And that can be more emotionally shallow and superficial relationships. And you've already been in relationships with people who are like that, and you don't want to be in relationships with people who are like that. So, you're not as naive and gullible as you were before because of these life experiences. And that's the whole point of getting into these relationships with these different people, is for us to learn to listen to our intuition, to believe in ourselves, to not settle for emotionally shallow, superficial relationships. People who present themselves, I view the King of Pentacles as Capricorn energy. People can present themselves as being very stable, grounded, emotionally mature, and all that, but there's really kind of no substance, or they really haven't learned some lessons about love. It's more like creating the illusion of love. And so now you've learned to listen to your intuition more, wanting to be in relationships with people who are the real deal, not people who just try to present themselves as just and fair and balanced and loving family people when they're really kind of more about ego and image or themselves or being indulged in a relationship. Okay, what's the advice for Capricorn energy? The Four of Swords, because of the Queen of Swords. So the Four of Swords is to heal from past pain and heartbreak, see the truth. Some people are defensive to the truth. Some people, their truth is they're all about themselves or all about looking like a shining star in the world, being the center of attention, never having to put aside their pride and ego. And we see the truth of it. The Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy. We all have a dream. Some people's dream, and in their Libra energy of what they think is just and fair, I'm kind of more about the worldly dream. That's what drives and motivates me. I think that's just and fair. I either want to indulge in these things of the world, or I want to make my life more about me, or more about these things of the world. And we just need to see the truth of it. It doesn't have anything to do with us. That's their truth. So we accept the truth of it because the truth sets us free. And we look at life from a higher perspective in our Aquarius energy. Well, my dream is different than their dream. And I could be sad that those people don't look at life from a higher perspective and have gotten so caught up in themselves or these things of the world. But I just see the truth of it. Everybody is where they're at in life and how they view life. And I have my dream. And again, I'm going to maintain balance within myself, not to indulge people in their ego or their more worldly, prideful nature or indulgent nature, because my dream can't come into reality with them. So I'm going to turn my back, let them go live their life the way they want it. I'm going to maintain balance and keep staying focused on my dream. And what's ahead? Let's do the little cards for that. What's ahead for Capricorn energy that they might not see coming? The Three of Pentacles, because of the Queen of Wands. When we quit investing our time, energy, and effort into people who aren't on the same page as us, it opens us up to listen to our intuition about people in the world who are on the same page as us. You're harnessing high vibe Capricorn, high vibe Leo energy. I choose to be in life-giving energy of love and hope and encouragement and peace and joy. And I want to be in relationships with other people. You know, shadowy Capricorn is represented by the devil, which we can all harness. Or we put in work and effort aligning with our more hopeful, believing, loving nature, giving ourselves the things we wish other people would have given us, to, in high vibe Capricorn, free ourselves from things that are trying to limit us, oppress us, confine us, restrict us, imprison us, to go live our authentic life and go invest our time, energy, and effort into other people who are on that page. So you will work with, as you do this work within yourself, and those are the type of people that you're investing your time, energy, and effort into, you will find people to work with who are on the same page as you. So there you go, Capricorn. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.